eventually we'll be entertained.
Yes, indeed.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Now let's knock this motherfucker out of the park!
What it do? This your homeboy Coop the B Man, aka Fat Boy Slim, aka Brother Man from the Fifth Flow.
What up with it, man? It's Reggie, aka Reggie, no code name.
Okay, what up with it, my people? This your man Ken, aka Meechie, if you know me from the neighborhood. Now let's go.
Yeah, we got a special guest in the building. One of my OGs, man. One of my people I looked up to coming up as a young producer, as a young rapper. I always like hit him up for info, you know what I'm saying? He one of my plugs. He was in the A, but he ain't in the A no more. But he was one of my plugs in the A.
Shout out to the OG, man.
Yeah, man. So I always looked at him like as a mentor in the game, you know what I'm saying? One who always done looked out for me, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy, my big brother, my OG, Alvin Williams.
Yes, sir.
AKA Tricky Slim. Tricky Slim. That's how we know him. Tricky
back to the
Slim.
rap name, dude.
I had to, man. Hey, that's how I know you, brother. Hey. So, man, what's been going on with Tricky? I mean, damn, I'm about to say Tricky Slim. What's been going on with...
I'm about to drop a mixtape.
That's how it sounds. What's been going on? I meant to say, hold on, one half of Alcor Entertainment.
Yep.
Got to put that out there, man. What's been going on the business side, man? With you?
Just trying to work on this Chattanooga entertainment scene, man. The live entertainment scene. Okay?
I'm going to let you know, man. You one of the reasons you added to me getting this podcast by Facebook post you put up.
What'd I say?
You said, if you don't like what's going on in Chattanooga, do something about it. Change the shit. You remember that shit, right?
I say so much shit on Facebook.
hey, but you know what I'm saying? I'll always 100 with it. He ain't gonna hold shit back. You know what I'm saying? He gonna always come with you 100. Well, to me, he do. You know what I'm saying? He always be 100 with me. And he always tell me what I need to do. And you know what I'm saying? In a way where, you know, he looking out for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, he hooked me up with Pretty Ken in an A.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that hooked me up, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, man, it went through this. I was like, yeah, bro, I appreciate you. And I told him, you know what I'm saying? You got to show appreciation in these streets, man.
Definitely.
So, Alcor Entertainment, man, you want to explain what's, you know?
But y'all want to know the origins of how everything?
Yeah,
jumped off?
everything.
Yeah, let us know how that started out.
So, my partner Corey, we was in Atlanta, down there doing our thing, and he was wanting to know what was going on back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not for as far as the streets, the women.
Oh, okay.
So he was trying to brainstorm on different things that we can do to bring the women out. And he was on some like, man, we can have like a speed dating event or something like that. And I'm like, man, Chattanooga ain't finna mess with that. You know, so I told him,
Shit kind of dope though.
Yeah, but I don't know. Chattanooga's just a funny market. I don't think it's open to that.
I feel
because it's so small. Everybody probably fooling
know
everybody.
each other. Oh, that's
all
what you
that
call a
stuff.
sister right there.
Yeah.
That's what you call. Oh, that's your girl.
Everybody, they already done speed dated everybody.
My homeboy, yeah. They already speed dated. Yeah, so nah, that ain't gonna work in chat.
Yeah, so I was like just trying to brainstorm on what we can do. And I said, man, why don't we just bring an artist, like book an artist, and we can bring the women out in Chattanooga. And he was like, that's a good idea. So we was sitting around like, what are we gonna call ourselves? And he was like, let's put our names together.
Yeah.
I said, put our names together, Alcor Entertainment. I said, man, that shit lame as hell. He was like, nah, nigga, Alcor. I said, yeah, that'll work.
That sounds professional.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sound professional.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we came back to Chattanooga and we booked the artist. Our first artist was Life Jennings. And
They still talking about that show now.
Yeah, dope ass show, man.
Yeah, sold out show, by the way.
Man, I was at work. Me and my girl would have came, but I had to work, bro. You know, I try to support, bro.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Man, like I was at work, man. When they showed how many people was in there,
It's over 1,000 people in the building.
I said, "Damn, that nigga hit."
Yep.
I said that nigga hit on them.
Yeah, that celebration, it was a beautiful thing, man, to see Chattanooga come out like that and support.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't anticipate that. I thought maybe 400-500 people, man. And I say like the thing about promoting shows is kind of crazy, because when you book an artist and you put the tickets on sale, the numbers will go through the roof for about a week, and then it'll drop off.
Yeah.
And then it'll stay at the bottom until about 2 weeks before showtime. Then it'll shoot back up. And that's what happened with that Life Jennings show. And I'm on Eventbrite looking at the data, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man. We sold about 200-300 tickets when we first announced it. I'm like, shit, are we gonna recoup? You know what I'm saying? And then like the last 2 weeks before showtime, that shit went through the roof. Sold out.
Man. Y'all did good on that one. Like y'all really hit on that one, cause man, when I be at work and I look on Facebook and I be like, damn, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it was a beautiful thing,
it
man.
was.
Like to see Chattanooga, like what surprised me with that show was, I'm thinking like Life Jennings gonna attract like the 35 and over crowd.
Yeah.
Man, there were people in 21, 22, people 65, 70.
if
It was
females
all
like
age
you,
groups.
if females like you, they coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life Jennings is one of the ones who kind of rough around the edges, but
Right.
he still, you know what I'm saying, know how to be professional and do what he do.
Yeah.
Like he can sing like a motherfucker.
Shit, you gotta think about it too. A lot of times though, shit, them 21-year-olds, they mama bumping that shit.
Yeah.
So
You know,
they hearing it.
The crazy part about that, I was like back like my street days with them tickets. I was in the streets like them tickets like I'm selling
Hey.
ounces of, you know what I'm saying? And man, I pulled up at the Flaming Rooster, and it was this chick. She bought tickets from me, and she looked so young. I was like, man, I said, how old are you? She said 28. I said, what? I said, what you know about Life Jennings? She said, man, that was my dude in high school. I said, damn, I didn't think to promote to that demographic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he reached a wide demographic, man. But that's what made that show so successful, is that he had a wider reach. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing.
And you said was that the first thing you put together?
That was our first show in Chattanooga. I've been with a more experienced promoter, like investing in shows in Atlanta, but I never did it on my own. It's more like just putting money in the pot and just kicking back, waiting on the show to be over with. But here in Chattanooga was the first time that we actually got our feet wet as, you know, promoters on our own.
So did it go smooth, or was it y'all had some difficulties trying to get there?
show?
Yeah, did it go smooth? Or y'all had
Hell no, I ain't go smooth, man. Man, I almost got to fighting with one of the opening acts. I mean, that shit was crazy, man. Putting that stuff together, man. It was crazy, man. But once it was showtime and everybody got in there, and you know it turned into a beautiful thing. But leading up to the show, it's always hectic, man.
Yeah.
Always.
Man, I went to the I can't remember his name, the guy who played the violin.
Dominique Hammonds.
Man, that show was off the chain.
That was a sold out show too.
Yeah. Man, I was in there. Hey, woo.
Yeah.
I had to go solo that time. I went in there solo, bro. I had to go support because that was the first show that I was off.
Right.
So I was like, man, I gotta go support, man. So I went in there, man. Do y'all always like how y'all dress up and how y'all would present the show? That's a
that was the first time.
okay, because of the crowd. Because it was a more
because-
older crowd.
Right. We changed the vibe according to the show.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I don't even like suits, man.
I know that. I was like, my nigga Al in a suit, but he still has some Air Force. I think you had some other shoes
but
on.
let me tell you how that happened. This is why I ended up with some tennis shoes on, because I was rushing to get down to the convention center.
Yeah.
Man, I ran in the house, grabbed my suit, grabbed my shoes, my dress shoes to go with the suit.
Yeah.
Man, I threw my suit in the truck. I'm trying to get down there. I get over there by Hamilton Place Mall. I look in my rearview mirror, one of my shoes on the back of the truck
Damn.
that I supposed to wear. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have time to go stop at the mall, buy another pair of dress shoes. I was like, I gotta keep the shit off the shoes on I got on.
I was like, my nigga, I am thugging it out. Nigga, my nigga, I am thugging it out, nigga.
Hey.
I was like, damn, but hey, the shit was cool though. It ain't like it looked like it was a cool scene, man. The set was cool.
I'm pretty sure you made that shit look like it was a plan the whole time.
Yeah, but it wasn't planned.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, they made everybody feel welcome, man. They walking around, they have conversation with people. Yeah,
now that
I like that.
That part right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where I got that from. And it's crazy, man. I got that from Chick-fil-A.
That makes sense.
That make a lot of sense.
Just
that make you want to go back.
People feel like
it's the best service.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That make a lot of sense.
And normally, you don't really see the show promoters at shows. You know what I'm saying?
Walking around.
We walking around. We shake hands. We ask you, do you need anything? You know what I'm saying? Are you
make them feel like family?
Yeah.
And making me want to go to the next show.
Yeah, right, that should go a long way. Yeah.
Because I thought about that. Like every time I go to Chick-fil-A, they in Chattanooga, Atlanta, Chick-fil-A different, but they make you feel like you welcome. You know what I'm saying? You
they be overstaffed too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I just apply that same principle to promoting shows.
Hey, that's a good thing to take from Chick-fil-A. I remember my sister told me one time Chick-fil-A treat me better than my own family. I said, damn, am I that bad?
They be on it though, man.
But let me ask you this, Al. Like, you done some comedy shows as well.
Yeah.
Is there a difference promoting an artist, a musical artist, and a comedian?
Nah, it's just exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Just exposure. You use the same tactics.
Yeah.
But it's like so with a like a comedian, as far as radio and stuff like that, like a Clayton English or somebody like that, I wouldn't go to Groove 93 with it. I'd go to Power 94. You know, you gotta keep in mind your demographic, who you actually target.
The market.
So with the internet though, does that mess up the demographic thing going? Because I know, like, with the internet, you don't know who fuck with what. You know what I'm saying?
But you could do target marketing on the internet as well, because it give you those options to type in the age groups that you're targeting and their behaviors and all that stuff. So I utilize the internet as far as promotions, big time. Like with Life Jennings, I normally give myself, when I book an artist, I give myself 8 weeks to promote a show. So with the internet, I went hard on Instagram and Facebook. And to be honest, that's what sold that show. I really didn't even have to touch radio, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But radio kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to leave no stones unturned. Because people ain't really fooling the radio like that. But you still got a couple people who might be at work or they commute.
Don't, but
back
Power
and forth
94 is like the go-to. If they want to know what's going on, they'll listen to the radio.
Yeah, but
that's how I am. Like,
radio dead, man.
I think he's going the right way with them phones, though. Everybody got their phones.
I think radio dead here.
Everybody on
dead,
them,
man.
Here, I feel like it's dead.
It's dead, man.
You
could
so.
do
Not
a
yet.
little bit, you know what I'm
Not
saying,
yet.
with radio, but it's, man, come on, man. People can personalize their playlist on their phones now.
Yeah.
And everybody Bluetoothing their phones to their cars, and you know.
But it's some niggas that's stubborn. They just keep it.
Well, you gonna have some leftovers that's hanging on to the old ways, but I'm saying the majority of people,
and that's what you go for.
right?
Yeah.
Right. You try to sell a show strictly off radio and
Oh
see what happens.
Nah,
It's
but
gonna be healthy.
I just know I got people that's like stay in the West Side, and they still listen to like what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and they still listen to the radio, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing they got to listen. I ain't gonna say that's the only thing they got to listen to, but a majority of the time that's what they listening to. But I feel you though with the majority of your crowd. But how do you pick like who you finna bring? I know you real strategic. You've been strategic since Boss Players.
Hey, and it's funny, before you answer that about him being strategic, it's funny because off camera he brought up The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Yeah, that's it.
And right when he said that, I already know, okay, this is some type of chess playing nigga.
He been like that though.
Strategize,
He been
everything.
like that. He been like that. Like, you know, when we get into the Boss Players, I got some questions about that. You know what I'm saying? But he always been strategic. and how he move. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Which is smart.
I looked at him like I can listen to him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people done tried to come around me and be like OG type shit and be like, I'm not gonna do that stupid shit. That don't make sense. But he one of the ones where he got like an intelligence to it where he can, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I can listen to him. I can sit down and talk to him. And that's why he talked to me like, you know what I'm saying? When we do talk, you know what I'm saying? He be busy, bro. So, but yeah, I always look out and see what he doing and what he up to. But yeah, man, had to get you on the Unmotivated Ain't You podcast.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I like doing stuff like this,
man. I know you like putting gems out there, letting people know what's the real.
Yeah, I like that internet stuff better, like Facebook, because I ain't got to show my face. I could just talk shit without showing my face. Cause I like to throw rocks and hide my hands, you know?
Yeah. Other people like to do that too. We just had an interview with somebody else that like to do that.
I kind of like, I don't like attention like that, but I like enough of it. But doing what I do now with Alcor Entertainment and these shows and the way Chattanooga kind of view me, I have to put myself out there. I didn't want to because I feel like a concert promoter, like the CEO of Live Nation or Al Heyman and all them big promoters, you don't know how they look. You just see the shows.
Yeah.
And that's how I try to approach Chattanooga, but then Chattanooga try to look at me like I'm a party promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never threw a party in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But people was like, it was crazy, man. Some of the stuff I went through on the first couple shows, people like, who are you? Like, we don't know you. Like, do you want to see the artist? Like, why you worry about me?
Exactly.
Who I am. You know
That's
what I'm
how it
saying?
is down here, though.
That's
man.
Chattanooga.
The promoter and the DJ.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
Yeah.
That done came up 3 times on this podcast.
Exactly, because we know our city. That's all they care about.
That shit
The
was
promoter.
backwards as hell to me, though. I was like, what the fuck you worry about me for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see Life Jennings or whoever I'm bringing to the city, do you want to see them? Like, what you worry about me for?
But how long was you in the A before you started, before you did the Life Jennings show? But
years, man.
That's what I'm saying. So that, like, the A.
Your face wasn't around. You were gone for a while.
Gone, man.
Yeah.
But even in the boss players, like, you let Terry King be the front man.
Yeah, because that's TK personality.
Right, that is.
That's his personality.
And you always stayed in the background and did the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you move, you know what I'm saying?
Because people don't realize, like, even when you talk about power influence, like real power influence, real power and real money is quiet.
Yep.
Right,
It's not loud.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who really run this city, you don't know them.
Yeah.
You just see shit happening. That's it.
Or you done seen them and just think they just some regular nigga walking around.
Yeah, man. So
Don't even know.
I learned that at a young age because I'm a reader. Like, I read books and I studied great people who came before us. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I learned is that real power is quiet. You don't see it coming. Anytime you see niggas jumping around with all this jewelry and money on, them clowns, man, that ain't used to having.
They trying to
that.
convince.
You gotta be seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I never liked to move like that, even when I was in my younger days, because I'm 48 years old now, but in my younger days when I was in the streets, Cooper tell you, when I was in the streets getting money or whatever, I was always quiet.
Yeah.
You didn't have to ride no shiny cars or
Tricky Slim.
do all this.
Tricky Slim. He was Tricky Slim, for real.
Yeah, man. So,
but always willing to help somebody out, though.
always.
You know what I'm saying?
Always. Because think about it like this. Most dudes you deal with is selfish as hell, right? Yep. So think about it like this. Say we all partners, right? And we all in the street game or on some legal stuff. It don't matter. If he on, you on, and I'm on, and one of us mess up some kind of way, because we gonna mess up. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we all millionaires, I could never fall off because I got 3 partners that's millionaires.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would I want to have all the
That's how
money
it's supposed
and
to
y'all
be.
niggas down here like I'm feeding y'all little by little? Why not elevate y'all on my level so we can all be kings?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But that's how I think.
But you get a lot of folks that
Money is
a unit
bro.
it's supposed to work like that. But if you got 4 niggas in the group and all 4 niggas want to be the face, that's where
I don't
that's
care
what
about
shit-
being the face.
that's what shit crumble at though, because
I don't care
everybody
about
want that credit, everybody want that.
I never cared
Everybody
about
top dog.
validation or
Yeah,
none of that,
yeah.
man.
Me-
Like
I'm like
I get
that too.
Same,
man.
I get that same feeling
I'm
from your
like
partner,
that
though.
too.
who?
Corey.
You know what? Corey
He
is
probably worse than you.
I was just you took the words out of
Yeah,
my
he
mouth.
worse
Corey
than-
worse than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to balance this shit out. Like, hey man, get out there and say something. He like, nah, man, go ahead.
Well, no, he still he seem cool as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He is. Corey don't care about none of this. He don't care
Yeah.
about the cameras. He don't care about people knowing who he is. And when we started Alcor Entertainment, to be honest, my sister Tiffany was supposed to be the face of it.
Oh, okay.
You weren't even supposed to know who me and Corey was. Tiffany
Okay.
was supposed to be the face of it, but things happened. I had to, get out there with her.
Yeah.
And, kind of
Push them
spearhead it.
Push some tickets like a hustler.
Right.
Push some tickets like a hustler.
Right.
But yeah, this generation now, like, they definitely got to see a face.
Yeah.
With whatever that's going on, they got to see
You
a face.
don't though. You don't. That's the thing. Chattanooga got to see a face
I guess
because the
that's
biggest
what I'm around, yeah.
promoter in the game is Al Heyman. Al Heyman do all the boxing, Tank Davis stuff. Al Heyman was the biggest concert promoter. Live Nation, that's Al Heyman.
Yeah.
You don't know how he look.
Nobody knows.
You don't like.
But you seen him a little bit cause
Yeah,
Floyd.
just
but
a little bit,
He
but-
wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
And
that's when I first seen
This
him.
the biggest promoter in the game. You don't see him all on camera like, hey, what up, Al? I'm driving this, I'm doing this. Like, no, you don't see that. That's why I say real
true.
power is quiet.
Yeah. That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
I never needed validation. Cause guess what? The loud dude with the jewelry and all that stuff, man, that's getting the women. I'ma sleep with the same women he's sleeping with. I'ma look plain, just with my little clothes on, no jewelry. I'ma go and jump outside in a $200,000 car, and she gonna see that, and she gonna know who the real power is.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. We gonna do the same thing. You just loud.
Exactly.
You just bringing attention to
Yeah,
yourself.
you just loud.
Being a clown.
Yup.
I always I embrace that mentality though. I always like my homeboy always tell me all the time, man, you a behind the scenes nigga, man. Like I don't like
I don't
this.
tell
shit
you
either.
that, nigga.
You have told me that before. I'm a behind the scenes nigga.
You saying it like I'm just saying.
No, I ain't saying it like a
you
slight.
just stay behind.
No, I said you tell me that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you just like being. I don't like being
So-
in the forefront though.
So do you, Al? Do you look at loud and arrogant as the same thing?
No.
Okay. And I asked that because I know here we embrace arrogance when you good at what
We
you
like Eric.
I'm a
what you're
little
doing.
arrogant. People
So-
call me arrogant all the time. But I think like I get the arrogance tag because, all right, I grew up on the south side in the 80s. I come from Alton Park Projects. So most of my guys are still on that level. I'm thinking above the hood.
Yeah.
So when we, back in the day, I'm just with my partner now. You gotta get rid of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You ain't on your level
Everybody can't
mentally.
go.
But when I was in the streets, it was like, okay, I'm thinking different. I'm thinking above the hood. I'm thinking above Chattanooga. I'm thinking above all of this.
Who inspired that mentality though? Like
Reading,
okay.
just reading, learning about
So back
different
then-
people. Back then, man, let me tell you something. I read the whole entire New Testament at 14 years old. I read the whole autobiography of Malcolm X at 16 years old.
Okay.
When I read the autobiography of Malcolm X, it was over. I'm trying to read everything, get my hand on now. So, you know what I'm saying? I love autobiographies. That's my
Right,
favorite.
yeah.
I love the story of Henry Ford, the guy who started Ford
Yeah.
Motor Company. Sam Walton, I read his autobiography. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
what's up.
you tap into these guys' minds,
Yeah.
and it's gonna change your mentality. And I think the reason why a lot of young brothers like us in the hood don't really exceed our expectations is because we don't expand our mind.
That's
Right.
true.
That is true.
That's true, man.
I never think that I'm above nobody. I'm from Alton Park. I grew up in poverty. But I took the steps to kind of expand my mind outside of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where everything started, in your mind.
We do.
Yeah, that's
Hey, we back. We got one half of Alcor Entertainment in the building. My homeboy Alvin Williams, man, aka Tricky Slim. Hey, man, I just thought about some history. We just talked about off camera, man. We're gonna talk about that, man, before we get into the next segment. So you was telling us the story about you was in the Happy Clowns, which a lot of people don't know that was the first group that Usher was in when he was in Chattanooga, right?
Right.
All right, man. You know, tell us the story, man. What you was just telling off camera.
You
man.
have to tell that right though. So what happened was the Happy Clowns, which turned into the New Beginning.
Right.
The Happy Clowns started in Alton Park Projects.
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
the manager Daryl Willer, his mama had a store in Alton Park,
Right.
and Daryl was trying to put a group together, and we was
I
little kids
remember
that
seeing
used to
the
go up to the
flyers.
store.
I remember seeing the little flyers on the poles and shit.
Right. So, long story short, we used to go to Daryl Mama's store in Alton Park Projects, and Daryl asked us, did we want to be a part of a group? Could we dance and sing? We was like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? We joined. I joined the group, and at the time, it was Anthony Bird, Charles Yarbrough, me, and a guy named Demetrius Poindexter.
Got the black one. This is a real
Nah,
black.
you don't know him. This
okay.
before the Happy Clowns really got.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
So this the beginning.
The beginning.
Yeah, and a couple members came before us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that was the group, and we was going around Chattanooga dressed like clowns. But now I'm gonna put it all into perspective. I'm gonna put it all into perspective. So you gotta remember, we kids. I'm like 11, 12 years old.
Okay.
This is the crack era.
Right.
1987.
Damn.
1988. This is the height of the crack era.
Yeah.
Daryl's family was police. You know what I'm saying? His father was one of the police chiefs in Chattanooga, one of the first black police chiefs in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
His brother, Teddy Jr., was a police. Rest in peace. He just passed away. So Daryl was trying to take some kids out the projects and put a group together, and it was an anti-drug group where we went around.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, we went around to the different schools in Chattanooga, and we performed, and we was basically an anti-drug group doing shows telling kids to say no to drugs. That's
What's
how it
up,
happened.
man?
So we did that for a couple years, and it got to the point where Daryl was like, okay, we done did all the schools. We done did all the rec centers and all that stuff. It's nothing else for us to do. So me and Bird was the ones who told Daryl, hey man, why don't we just take the clown suits off and just be a regular group like the new edition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we brainstorming trying to come up with group names and shit. And what happened was, in the midst of all that, I got caught with a gun in school at Alton Park Middle School.
Right.
And I had to go to Taft Youth Center.
Oh shit!
Man, everybody heard about Taft.
Yeah.
I used to hear about that shit when I was little.
Yeah. So I had to go to Taft Youth Center behind that, and that pulled me out of the group.
Oh, okay.
So by the time I came back to the group, they already made the change, and now they the New Beginning. They not the Happy Clowns no more. So I get back home, and I immediately reach out to Daryl trying to get back in the group. You know what I'm saying? So Daryl was like, well, I can't put you back in the group, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you hang with the group and do shows with us, and if you stay out of trouble, I'll put you back in the group.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling with the group as the hype man now. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Adrian is the one who took my place while I was gone. Because I was the lead singer of the Happy Clowns. I was the front man for the Happy Clowns.
Okay.
And, when I was in Taft Youth Center, they did whatever they did. And, you know what I'm saying, Adrian joined the group. And I came out, got back with the fellas as the hype man this time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to prove to Daryl that I'm going to stay out of trouble. I'm hanging around the guys doing shows with them. I'm the hype man. Before they come on stage, I come out with a mic. Hey, what's up, y'all? Get ready for the New Beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I try to work my way back in the group. In the midst of trying to get back in the group, we do a show at Brainerd High School. Brainerd High School used to have this big talent show every year.
Yeah.
And Usher was in that talent show, and he was singing this that song by Tevin Campbell. I think it was called Tomorrow. He was doing that song, and Usher won the talent show at Brainerd High School.
Yeah.
And after he won, we performed at that talent show, but we were the special guests because we already owned in the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we performed at that talent show. Usher is a contestant in that talent show, and he won. His mama Janetta came backstage, talked to our manager Daryl, and tried to get him in the group. Daryl didn't put him in the group initially. Daryl let him just come to practice, hang around us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we had a show at Arts and Science. I never will forget it. Me and Daryl and Bird, we used to all be the ones just sitting out there, talking and stuff. And Daryl had a girl in the group by the name of Joy Hill at the time. And he was like, should I put Usher in the group and make it a 6-person group, or what should I do? Bird was like, yeah, just put him in the group. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I'm trying to get back in the group.
Oh, man, y'all put this nigga
I'm trying to get back in
I'm
there.
trying to get back in the group, but this the crazy part about it. At that time, I was a rapper. I done lost my voice because of puberty.
Yeah.
So I can't sing no more. I'm a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? Big time, Usher, he's a singer. So I'm telling Daryl, I said, look, pull Joy out of the group and let Big Time take her place. Daryl said, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And he put Usher in the group, and we was doing a show one year at the Riverbend Festival on the Conoco stage, and I never will forget this. It was a guy in Chattanooga from Florida. He was promoting a show, a play. It was a play that was coming to Chattanooga. His name was Sylvester Burton. He was out of Florida, and he saw us perform on the Conoco stage, and he asked Daryl, was he interested in getting a record deal? Daryl said, yeah. And them boys went off to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and signed with a record label called Foresight Records. It was a small record label. I think MC Shy D was signed to them. That was the biggest artist they had, I think. But that's how that happened, and the rest was history, man. Yeah.
Some motherfucking history for your ass. I ain't know none of that.
Just for those who don't know,
Damn.
Big Time is Usher.
Yeah, Usher.
Big Time is Usher.
That was his nickname in Chattanooga, Big Time.
Big Time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up? I ain't know none of that.
Yeah.
I learned something new today.
Damn, I learned something new too. But he told me before about like him being around like during them times, but I didn't know the specific story. This is his first time telling me like
It's a dope ass story, man.
Yeah, man. That's how all that stuff played out, and it was crazy because Sylvester was trying to hook it up where I can get a rap deal and they can do the singing thing.
Oh, okay.
And Daryl went on and left me in Chattanooga. They went on to Florida. I was hurt like a motherfucker.
I remember seeing footage when they did like a documentary. I think Daryl had a documentary some years ago. I don't know if y'all remember. And they was all up there by Eastdale Center.
Yep.
And all that. And they talked about that.
Yeah.
I remember Bird talking about them
Right.
doing something with erasers on their leg when they were to sign a deal and saying they was,
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go to Florida with him. You know what I'm saying? Daryl left me in Chattanooga. But it was crazy because I was like, I think I was about 14 when that happened. And I kept calling Daryl because Daryl gave all us contracts, right? So we supposed to sign the contracts and shit. We go to Florida. Man, he came and got my contract. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling him. All of a sudden, he answering the phone, and his wife finally picked up the phone. She said, Al, I'm sorry to tell you, but the boys in Florida recording. Man, I cried like a bitch.
Oh, man.
I cried like a bitch. Yeah, man, because I was out there with the guys selling. We had a song called Kids Like to Have Fun.
remember that.
And I remember that song.
Man, you remember the Texaco on 3rd Street back in the day?
Yeah.
We used to be over there selling tapes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there selling tapes with them. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that
And
song.
they went to the next level. And I called. I kept calling Daryl, answer phone or whatever. And his wife finally told me the boys was in Florida recording.
Damn.
And man, I cried like a bitch, man. And my mama came in there. She said, baby, don't worry about that. God don't like ugly. She said, somebody big gonna take one of them boys from here one day. She said, L.A. Reid and Babyface. Somebody gonna get one of them boys from there. You watch and see. You can't do you like that. Man, I left Chattanooga, came back. I heard Janetta on Power 94. She said, they just signed with LaFace Records. I said, "Mama."
We got him. We got him.
It happened.
Hey, we got
The
our
universe
lick back.
answered.
We got our lick back. Goddamn.
Hey, you had to get that lick back.
What you said, mama?
And it's crazy, right? Because like the same shit Daryl did to you,
Yeah.
that shit turned around and came back, bit him in the ass.
And that, it was crazy because I told my mom, we heard it live. Janetta was on Power 94 announcing that Usher signed with LaFace Records.
Damn.
And he had a song out called Call Me a Mac on the Poetic Justice soundtrack.
Yeah,
And they played that
too.
song right after she announced that he signed to LaFace. Me and my mom was so happy, man. Like, we were just happy for him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, ha, Daryl, that what you get. Like, it wasn't no shit
that
like
been
that.
a little. I would have been a little like that.
Nah, I was never like that. You know what I'm
That'd have
saying?
been that petty part of
Yeah,
you.
the petty.
Nah, cause dude, like, truth be told, dude was like my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, dude was like my dad. So, you know what I'm saying? I was a little forgiving.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was happy for Big Time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I called my mom like that, because I was like, Mama, you called it. She said the exact people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She didn't
that's
say,
crazy, right
She
there.
didn't say which member, but she said LA and Babyface gonna get one of them boys from Daryl. You know what I'm saying? And it happened.
I can believe that because now when the city kind of downgrade Usher, you all on your post, you always take up for him.
Always.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how the city get. They get real
Right.
small-minded.
Yeah. Getting their feelings.
Yeah, why Usher ain't doing this, and that? And I always look at Al because you did tell me about the story before.
Right.
I always look at what you say, and like you always say, man, he big. He his own man. He do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He don't old chat shit.
You know, old Chattanooga, nothing.
Right.
Get out there and grind like he did.
Right.
Janetta believed in her son, and she did what I've been telling you to do
I knew you was gonna say this. shit.
forever. Get the hell out of here.
I always
Get outta
told
here.
me I'm in the wrong location.
I've been telling Coop this. How long I been telling you this?
Years, man. Hey.
So he
years.
owed Chattanooga. He owed Chattanooga because Janetta took the chance. She was working at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She quit her job and bounced to the A because she seen something in her son. Yeah. So they made the sacrifices and they took the chances and moved to the A and did their thing. So now they owe y'all. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I'm always on the side of that too, like
Make
you,
it make
man.
sense.
Like, hey, man, that man.
And
hey.
then what do he like? Chattanooga be like, man, he don't be claiming us and all this old stuff. Like, man, that man left here when he was 13.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this though. Behind the scenes, you know, I work for the city and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he invests in a lot of shit around. I mean, he donate to a lot of shit around here. He got a team in chat. I don't know her name or whatever, but she like all the moves and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He donate to a lot of shit around here,
Right.
in the background.
And
A lot of
Big
people
Time-
don't even know.
Big Time, 45 years old. He an old nigga now. Yeah. He spent 13 years of his life in Chattanooga. The rest was spent in the A and around the world.
That's what I always say. I be like, he done spent more of his life down there than he
Outside
did
of
up here.
Chattanooga.
Yeah,
Outside of
I always
Chattanooga,
say
yeah.
that too, though.
That's like dudes do me.
That's how I
For,
feel.
like I had dudes do me like that in Alton Park. Like I stayed in Alton Park until I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then dudes would be like, man, you ain't from out here and all that. But if I was Big Time, then it would be like,
Yeah.
this nigga.
Why you ain't claiming us?
Yeah, why you ain't claiming us?
Yeah.
You can't please niggas.
You can't.
can't.
You can't please niggas,
Can't,
man.
man.
If you claim the shit, nigga, you ain't from here. If you don't claim it, nigga, why you ain't claiming us?
Exactly.
You just can't win.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It's a
Yeah, it
lose.
is.
It's just no pleasing niggas.
Right.
You brought up that off camera. You brought up a story that I didn't know about that was interesting about seeing Usher and AJ
Yeah.
and how you picked who was the better one in that moment, and everybody was saying you was crazy.
They called me crazy. Well, not they. The manager called
The
me
manager,
crazy.
Daryl, right?
Yeah, Daryl called me crazy, man. Told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And this what I saw. Adrian had the bigger voice.
Right.
Beautiful voice. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, man, dude, voice is out of this world.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at Big Time, it was like he had the little curly hair, he had the swag, you know what I'm saying? And his voice was good enough to take him to the next level. Adrian was just this big voice.
Right.
That's it.
So you saw the star.
So he had more than he had more the total package.
He had the whole package.
Yeah.
You know, whereas Adrian was just this big voice.
Yeah.
But Big Time was like he had the swag, the charisma, and his voice wasn't better than Adrian. But the swag and the charisma and the looks balanced it out.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they called me crazy, but I'm just like, okay. You know, everybody entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we finna do is get into the top five segment.
This may get a little tough for you.
Hey, we ain't gonna make it too tough, man.
Why not? Why not?
I wanna know, what's your top 5 promoters in the game of entertainment? No matter what, top 5 promoters. Can you give me top 5?
I don't have no top 5. I got Al Heyman.
I'm saying, like, you just got 3? What you?
I just got 1.
Oh, that's it.
Just Al Heyman.
You don't know no other promoters.
I like what
top.
You know what?
Doug King.
I forgot about him. Doug King.
Doug King made that paper.
Matter of fact, I would put Doug King at number 1.
Respect his grind.
I put Doug King at number 1. So I'm gonna say Doug King and Al Heyman. And it's a guy from Chattanooga, man. Y'all don't even know nothing about him. It's a guy from Chattanooga who got my same name. Same first name and last name. His name Alvin Williams.
Yeah.
And he's part of a promotion group called the Black Promoters Collective.
That's what's up.
And those
I ain't
guys,
never heard of.
They did the Mary J. Blige tour. They did the New Edition tour. They did the Anita Baker tour.
Okay.
Damn.
They doing all the big tours outside of Live Nation. And he's from Chattanooga and went to Brainerd High School. Y'all don't know about him.
Damn.
I ain't never heard of him. Is he older? Is he younger?
Let's see, I'm 48. Probably in his 50s.
Okay.
But that's what I mean.
He a little bit more out of my era.
By sometimes power is quiet.
Yeah. It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can see that because with promoters, a lot of the promoters stick in the background, in bigger cities and stuff.
It's not even about me. It ain't about no promoter. It's about the artist. I was on Facebook talking about a show one time, and this guy, I ain't gonna put him out there. He said, maybe your shows ain't doing what you want them to do because you ain't got no clout in the city.
Damn.
What? I was like, why I need clout? That's why I hired celebrities for.
Exactly.
I hired them for the clout.
For their clout. Not for your clout, for their clout.
Right. Yeah. And I was just like, but it kind of reminded me of the mentality that's in Chattanooga.
How people think.
And I swear to God, man, everything I've done, like at first, it was motivated by my partner Corey wanting to see what was in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Female wise.
What they doing?
See, he was a tricky slim. He was a tricky slim too.
Yeah. It started like that, but once the ball got rolling, then I was on a mission.
More of a business.
I'm like, I'm finna open this market up because it was quiet. Wasn't nothing going on. I'm not gonna take the credit for doing everything in Chattanooga because people see this be like, nigga, what about D. Scott and what about Greg Tony and what about all these people? You know what I'm saying? Which I got that before. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying when I came in, my era, you know what I'm saying? 2020, 21, 22, 23, so on and so on. Chattanooga was quiet. It wasn't no motion when it come to black entertainment.
After 2020 though, it was. When did life come?
I brought life in September 2021.
You know what I'm saying? Like after 2020, like 2020 was quiet for
It
everyone.
was
The whole world.
It was quiet.
It was the whole world.
COVID.
That shit.
But you gotta remember, I brought life at the height of COVID when they first started letting people back outside. And I say like, cause every show after that, it didn't do those numbers. And I always say, that live show did them big numbers like that because people was ready to get back outside.
They was.
That makes sense.
They was.
Yeah,
They were
because
tired of
every
their
other
family.
show it didn't quite get to those numbers. You know what I'm saying? Once
Shit.
other promoters was able to start doing shows in Atlanta and Nashville and all this stuff, then people was able to move around again, and then Chattanooga went back to normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did Life Jennings in September, and then I came with Carl Thomas and Urban Mystic in February. So that was a couple months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling the trigger like bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? And man, we did that. I did the Carl Thomas show, and I actually thought that was a good show with Carl Thomas and Urban Mystic because I felt like that I didn't expect to do 1,000 like Life Jennings because I know Carl ain't his catalog ain't like Life, but I'm like ain't nothing going on in the city. It's a mature show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep all the dusty niggas away from the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Before they fuck it up.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep this cause I'm hood bougie. I'm from the hood, but
Yeah, out here.
Hood bougie.
I'm hood bougie.
Shadow.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's Shadow?
But yeah, so that was my whole blueprint to do shows to where I'm bringing out the classy and bougie people, and I'm trying to keep the dusty niggas away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, Carl Thomas gonna work. I'm thinking maybe 400-500 people. Ain't nothing going on in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we started promoting that show. That show came up about 25,000. I think Carl wanted 14,000. The sound got charged about 6,000 for the sound and lights and shit. Then we had to pay the trade center about another $2,000, $3,000 plus another $3,000 in promotional dollars. You know what I'm saying? We probably around 25,000 we spent on that show. I forgot Urban Mystic. We paid him about 4,500. You know how many tickets we sold? 58.
Damn.
58.
Oh,
58
shit.
tickets, man. And we did that show on Valentine's Day weekend. Valentine's Day weekend, 2022.
You think that
Sound like
shit
that
hit?
would have been perfect.
But
Damn.
Yeah,
Carl
58
Thomas,
tickets.
like Chattanooga got this
Yeah,
gangster
yeah.
thing where life a little gangster.
He's a little rough around
Yeah,
the
he
edge.
rough.
He's a
Right?
little
You know what
rough
I'm
around the
saying?
edge.
But
Yeah.
Carl Thomas, like, oh, he from Bad Boy. I remember telling my homeboy at work about it. And he kind of younger.
Yeah.
He was like, who the fuck is Carl Thomas? I said, Carl Thomas was Bad Boy, nigga, you know. Cause I like Carl Thomas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I wasn't at work, I would have been there.
59.
Yeah, I would have been
59.
50. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn, hey, that's crazy. I thought you were finna at least say a couple of hundred, though.
That's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
expecting about 250.
Nah, man, 58 tickets, man.
Damn.
And it was crazy because it was like, all right, do I wait? Because I know Chattanooga is a walk-up town too.
I was just finna ask that
Yeah.
shit. So, like, when something like that happen, man, do it kind of rock your confidence where you be like, man, I'm gonna wait for a minute, or you just get right back in
he
it?
get more
nah.
strategic.
Nah.
Get right back in
He
it, trying to hit that.
he-
back into the
I'll
order
get
Like,
more
fuck it, I'm finna
strategic.
go right back.
Here's
right back
my
at 'em.
thing.
He get more
This
strategic.
is what I do. If when I promote a show, if I don't get to the break even point,
Yeah.
pull the plug. Cause you losing money at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So you just cut it off right there. Just stop it where it's at.
I
right there.
stop it where it's at, man. Chi worked down at the radio station, Groove 93.
Yeah.
She worked real hard with me, man. She was like, don't pull the plug. Just let me reach out to a couple people, see if I can get some tables sold and stuff like that.
Damn.
So I held back for probably about another 2-3 weeks to let her do her thing.
Yeah.
Man, them numbers did not move.
Damn.
They didn't move. And I was just like, you know what? I gotta pull the plug. And I pulled the plug. The show was supposed to be Valentine's Day weekend. I pulled the plug on my birthday. My birthday, January the 31st. I pulled the plug on my birthday.
Damn.
And still had to pay the artist.
Yeah. See, that's what I
Still
was
had to
just
pay
gonna
the
ask.
artist.
Like, damn. So you still got to just give all that up.
Only money I
just a lot.
saved was on the sound.
Even though they ain't come and do it, you still gotta peel them out.
They kept the deposit, but I ain't gotta pay the
You
back
ain't
end
gotta pay-
on
okay.
the sound. But
Okay.
the artist, You gotta pay that full thing.
Fuck that. I got a new top 5. I got a new top 5 now. I got a new top 5.
Yeah.
Name me the top 5 artists that you would bring to Chat. In order.
Oh, that's a
The
good
biggest show, number 1, number 2, or you can go from 5 to 1.
I can't put it in order, but what I
Why
will.
can't nobody put it in order, man?
Okay, say I got $1 million budget.
You got $1 million
I got
budget.
$1 million budget, and I can just pull
Right.
the trigger on pretty much anybody
5
in the industry.
artists.
I'm gonna bring Big Time back home.
Usher.
I'm gonna bring Big Time back home.
one?
See, that's probably number one.
That's number 1?
I'm gonna bring
To me,
Big Time back
that
home.
should probably be number one.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do my all-time favorite group, New Edition. I'm gonna bring New Edition to the
Okay.
city. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring Jaheim to the city,
Jaheim?
which I'm gonna work
Even-
with him anyway.
That's a good
Even
look.
now?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
cause they say he look bad.
He
on-
back. He back.
Okay.
Oh, he don't look like he was looking at the picture.
Nah,
no pictures,
I
he
seen
looking
some
bad.
pictures. I was like, damn,
He
man.
rehabilitated.
Oh,
man.
okay,
That's
okay.
what's
You know what I'm
up,
saying?
man.
So I'd say,
That's what's
I'm
He
gonna
got
say
hits. He got hits.
he got
Yeah,
plenty
yeah,
of
Jaheim.
Yeah, he
hard.
got
hits.
hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Big Time, bring Big Time
Usher.
home. I'm gonna bring New Edition. I'm gonna bring Jaheim. I'm gonna bring probably Alicia Keys
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice there.
and Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Damn, hey.
window seat.
Why y'all keep saying window seat?
That's all he thinks.
Cause they got,
Erykah
hey,
Badu got
'cause
hits.
I don't care. I like that fucking video.
But
it is a nice
you know
video.
what?
It is a nice
I have
video.
to do like 2 top 5 because I'm an old school guy as well. So my old school show, my old school dream show
Run it.
is
Yeah.
Mars Day in the Time and the SOS
Hey.
band.
I seen.
I don't like the
SOS
80s
band.
shit.
I seen them at Riverbend,
Yeah.
man. That was a hell of a show. When
Yeah.
Mars Day and them came to
I want to do a
Riverbend.
show with Guy too.
That shit was dope,
I want to
man.
do a show with Guy.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hey, hell yeah.
I want to do
So
a show with
I ain't
Guy.
an 80s sound.
The
man.
80s is
Duck
my favorite
Duck
decade.
is the 80s.
Hey.
That's my favorite decade.
That New Jack Swing,
Yeah.
baby.
I'm the
all
70s
my
guy.
all
I like
my
Earth, Wind,
favorite
and Fire.
producers come out of the 80s. Like my favorite producers of all time is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Hey.
And they come out of the
They used to
80s.
be on some shit. They
And
used to have
then
some shit,
my
though.
second group of producers, LA and Babyface. You know what I'm saying?
they
And then
cold, too.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
Them my top 3 producers.
You know, they had Janet Jackson out, Jimmy Jam
Yeah,
and Terry
they
Lewis.
did.
Yeah.
That was Janet Jackson
Yeah.
had all them hits.
But that's not where I like them from. I like them from the SOS band moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because they started with the SOS band. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't do my real top 5 because my favorite artist in the world dead.
Ooh,
I mean,
Prince.
yeah,
Which-
I mean,
yeah,
you still-
which-
It had to be
but
Prince.
but
yeah.
guess
Put him in
what? Greg Tony brought Prince to Chattanooga.
You know, I just seen a story with him being in the.
he came to chat. When?
Yeah, in the
that's been
90s.
long, yeah.
Greg Tony, when he changed his name to the symbol, Greg Tony brought him to Chattanooga.
Wally Sparks
remember
just
that,
told
man.
a
I think
story.
I
Hold
remember
on.
that.
Yeah.
Wally Sparks just told a story that he was in the Bay. Oh, by the 232.
Oh, yeah.
He came in there after the show.
real?
That was it. Wally Sparks.
Yeah, that was up.
DJ Wally Sparks. Shout out
I think
DJ
I
Wally
do
Sparks.
remember when Prince came.
They
Greg
said
Tony
he
brought
came,
him.
he came to the club though. Like he came to the club, came in there, shoot pool and shit. Then they didn't know it was him. And then he came on the stage and shit. And then he left. He didn't perform though.
Oh yeah. Well, look, hey, top 5 promoters. My bad. Let me put Greg Tony and D Scott in there
Yeah.
Okay.
on the local level.
Right.
Let's put them
That's
in
cool. That's cool.
there. But especially Greg Tony because
yeah.
he's the triple OG of this Chattanooga
Yeah,
shit.
he
So
is.
let me
Yeah,
put
he
Greg
is.
Tony there. My bad. Man.
Yeah. He is, man. I appreciate
Yo.
Like, I'm glad you put D Scott in there, man. We're gonna have to get you on here, D Scott.
D Scott, yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, one of the legendary promoters in the city.
Yeah.
He know his people. And from what you're saying, you know your people, man.
Right, I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
my history,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd be a fool
Yeah.
to just sit back and say Alcor Entertainment did this and you know what I'm saying? If we we can go past Greg Tony and go to Bill Pettyjohn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying in my time, all the great shows that I saw in Chattanooga growing up, that was Greg Tony. So how can I talk shit about what I done did without paying homage to Greg
That's what's
and
up,
D
man.
Scott?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a conversation with me over the phone one time, and you was saying how you went to the Signal. Yeah, went to some show at the Signal. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But it's like you doing your homework when you go to them shows.
I always, man,
Yeah.
I'm at all the venues in Chattanooga.
Right.
Man, I was at the Barrel House. I'm at the Signal. I'm at black shows, white
Yeah.
shows. I was just studying the market. I was just looking around. I'm like, shit.
So would you ever bring some outside of R&B to Chat? Like, I know you.
It'll be hard for me to do it because the white promoters got it on lock. Like, there's one thing that the black community don't understand about Chattanooga. Right now, Chattanooga is on a revitalization type of thing. If you white in Chattanooga, man, Chattanooga popping.
Right. Yeah.
I'm talking about
tourist town.
This one, fuck the tourism. I'm talking about the people who
the
live here, the nightlife.
Oh, okay.
Man, Live Nation is bringing white shows in back to back to back to
Yeah.
back. They getting the up and coming white acts that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And these different Barrel House and these different venues and stuff. If you white in Chattanooga, Live Entertainment is popping in Chattanooga. Now,
But
black
that shit
Chattanooga,
going right along with that gentrification shit.
it is.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
see, black Chattanooga, you only got me. You got Alcor Entertainment and you got Tangeray.
Yeah,
And Tony Boston, and I don't want to leave no promoters out. If I left your name out, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be funny. But yeah, you got me, you got Tangeray, and you got Tony Boston, and probably T. Jones. Do he still bring acts to the city?
I ain't heard nothing from him lately.
Okay. Now, I don't want to leave nobody name out because they be like, oh, that nigga that like I ain't got no motion. Like he the only one. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't like
It's been
that.
kind of slow since D. Scott stopped bringing them like that. But when Tangeray got back, he's bringing them. Like Tangeray is on right now.
But you can disagree with me, but the only people who really like was just full speed ahead was us and Tangeray as far as consistency back to back with major acts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I fell back, I'm gonna keep it 100. Man, we were taking losses on R&B in Chattanooga, major losses. You know what I'm saying? It was like the Life Jennings show. It sold out. Carl Thomas flopped. Then we came back with the comedy show. That was successful.
Yeah.
Then we brought dude from Pretty Ricky, Pleasure
Pleasure
P,
P.
and Bobby V. We put them on the same show. $40,000 show flop.
Damn.
And then we came back with Dominique Hammonds, and then it sold out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been up and down, up and down. So it's like we looking at the market now, and we like, what's gonna work here?
But it's hard when you like R&B it ain't dying, but it's on his last leg.
I think it's coming back though.
I don't know. I hope it come back. I don't want you to think I'm against it, but like if I ask the average person R&B, all they thinking is Chris Brown / Drake. Them the only two that be motherfuckers know.
But check this out. That's Chattanooga.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you why. So Carl was supposed to come to Chattanooga on Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
The show flopped. He came down to Atlanta to the City Winery and sold out 2 shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Now think about
He
it like
deserved
this.
that.
Think about it like this. The City Winery, which Atlanta is a bigger city, got a 6.3 million metro, so we really can't compare apples to apples like
You
that.
can't compete with it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's a different motion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Where
feel
it was like right now we at the point where, you know, my heart is tied into Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Whereas my partner, like,
Fuck
need to
Chat.
go to another
Fuck
market.
Chat.
my partner Corey, like, man, let's just just stay in Atlanta and just do some shows and get the money up, and then we might can hit Chattanooga every now and then. And I'm just like,
I know you love Chat, Al, but
Yeah.
hey, we got fuck Chat.
yeah, I can't say that though.
I know you can't. I,
mean,
know
you
you're
can't
a
say
real
that.
nigga.
Don't
You a
say
real
fuck it, but you got to go with the better play though, man.
Right.
Yeah, my partner, he
Is he from? Where is
He from Chattanooga.
He from Chat too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But Corey more or less like he's like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get to the money, man. Like he's not emotionally tied to Chattanooga. Like he don't have this vision like me.
Yeah.
Like so, I proved myself on a small level. This is what I did. I said, okay, if Chattanooga ain't gonna support our shows like that and it's gonna be wishy-washy, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the region to Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. So when we did Dominique Hammonds, I didn't even promote Chattanooga. I didn't promote it heavy. I did a couple social media ads. I spent most of my promotional dollars in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Dominique Hammonds had 2 sold out shows in Atlanta at St. James Live, right?
Yeah.
So people, he the hottest violinist in the country right now.
Yeah.
So people was in Atlanta still wanting to see him. So when I got with Dominique, he promoted on his page, and we was promoting, and he telling Atlanta, I'm gonna be an hour and a half up the road if y'all want to see me.
Damn, so they came.
So
up the
we
street.
promoting heavy down there.
Yeah.
So when you saw that room, that wasn't Chattanooga. That was
Atlanta.
maybe half of Chattanooga, but it wasn't all of Chattanooga.
I
because
saw
we
some
was.
people.
Let me tell you something. We sold tickets as far away as Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Damn, that's what's up.
I saw some people that I know, but it was more.
You didn't see a lot of people.
I didn't see a
though.
lot of people
Because that was ATL and that was Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Because we spent those promotional dollars
Yeah.
outside the city. So I'm like this. Look, Chattanooga is 2 hours away from 5 major cities.
Scenic
Yes,
City.
It
Yeah.
is.
So if I can't get these niggas in Chattanooga to fill these seats, I'm gonna promote in the region.
Shoot outside.
I was just finna ask that
I
about
brought them
Nashville,
from
too.
Knoxville, Nashville,
Yeah.
Bowling Green, Kentucky, Atlanta,
Atlanta.
Huntsville,
Huntsville,
Birmingham.
Yeah, you got all that
I
shit right
promoted
there around.
all in that region, and I filled that room up.
Yeah. It was a good ass
So,
show.
and that's something that any promoters that's gonna watch our podcast that want to promote, that's a jewel that I can drop on them if they want to come out of Chattanooga as promoters. Don't just count on Chattanooga to fill them seats, man. Hit the region.
Yeah.
Hit the region,
So,
man.
so is that a staple you practice now as far as everything you do?
From now on, that's what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hit
smart.
the region.
Because you got
know
to
what I'm
think
saying?
about it though. Like when Alabama having some shit, how many chat
We go
motherfuckers
there.
go there?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we run down there to
And
car
that-
shows to Huntsville all the
Exactly.
time.
And this what people in Chattanooga don't know. Chattanooga is the #1 destination for single black women in Atlanta who take weekend trips.
Well, damn it, what? I ain't seen them where they at.
Go downtown.
Hell.
Go downtown.
You know what? I don't be downtown though.
Jermaine Dupri daughter had her birthday party in Chattanooga. T.I. and Tiny filmed
remember
a segment of their show in Chattanooga.
Damn.
R&B divas came to Chattanooga from Atlanta.
Downtown
film.
do be popping though, man.
Yeah.
Downtown be popping.
Chattanooga is the #1 destination for weekend trips for single black women who just
Damn.
want to get out of Atlanta. Cause nobody want to stay in Atlanta all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to travel out. They go to the Blue Ridge Mountains. They go to the casinos up in Cherokee. They go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and they come to Chattanooga.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what's up. Man.
Yeah.
We back. Alvin Williams in the building. I'm Motivated Ain't You podcast. Came spitting gems, man, giving y'all game on this promotion shit.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just on everything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Let's take a shot,
Hey,
man.
I just want to say salute to what you guys got going on here, man.
Hey, appreciate that,
You
big
know what I'm
homie.
saying?
Man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that, man.
I like the vibe here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all guys got something special here, man.
Appreciate it.
And I hope this shit just go all the way to some DJ Blast shit. So
Yeah.
with that
hey.
being said, let's salute y'all, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate that,
Yeah,
homie.
love,
Appreciate
man.
that love, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, we get to that DJ Flash stats, you ain't gonna be able to tell me shit.
for real.
Y'all just don't be acting funny, man. Let
Nah.
me come back on there, man.
Oh, never.
Hey,
Man, of course,
you one of the
man.
original guests, man.
Hey,
Hey,
let me come back on there.
hey.
Fourth guest on the 4th episode. Hey, man. Like I said, man, we've been getting a lot of good feedback. Man, you know, the views coming up daily, man. Like
Right.
people, we really thinking we got to get these Chattanooga people like attention span long enough to look at podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Cause
But
new.
no need to cut you off.
go ahead.
Let's stop thinking Chattanooga. Let's think
You right.
global.
You right.
Let's think
I
global.
told you that on the
man.
first one, Coop.
You right.
Think
You
global.
right.
I
You
told
right.
you that.
This is not a local podcast. This
You
is
always
global.
get on me
This is global.
like this.
This is global,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
What we talking about Chattanooga for on something that reached millions?
Right. You right.
He said Chattanooga.
I appreciate that shit. Hey,
This is on the internet.
We need to hear that shit.
And,
though.
Yeah.
and what we need to do is look at guests from different parts of the country
Yeah.
that got influence in Philadelphia, New York, Atlanta, LA,
Yes.
Yeah.
and this take this thing global.
See, we plan on doing that, man. We've been reaching out to some big people,
Yeah.
and they giving us feedback on what we can do. They giving us good ass prices.
Right.
Great
And
prices.
eventually we gonna get to that level. You know what I'm saying? We working off small budgets.
But
We
think
all
about this. I want y'all to think about this too.
yeah.
There's a base in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
A lot of artists, actors, actresses that's done had major TV, film credits
Uh-huh.
that y'all need to reach out to.
Right.
Stop thinking Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Think global. Just don't even let Chattanooga come out your mouth no more.
But we got the hold on, Al. We got the same crush you do. We got love our city, bro. We still.
Nah, man.
I feel you,
nah,
but
man.
the same
Because let me
gift
tell
and
you
the curse
something.
you got.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
When I do my shows,
Yeah.
it's specifically targeted to Chattanooga because these acts are coming into the city.
Right.
When you put this on them platforms,
Going out to the
it's
world.
going to the world.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
right.
You right.
Now you can get Chattanooga a shout out,
Yeah.
but we going to the world, baby.
Right.
That's right. That's true. That's
Hey,
That's why that's the OG.
I gotta bring up.
hey, he is old. Hey, any advice you give, man, I appreciate that
I
shit, bro.
gotta
For
do it,
real,
man.
man.
Stop saying
I
Chattanooga.
appreciate
I gotta tell you this story, man. I don't think Al know
What?
about it. Like he didn't know what was going on.
It's a special one for you.
This is you. And I always said I want to say it on a platform so people see it.
Right.
It ain't no beef to other people, you know what I'm saying? We cool, whatever. So back when the Wild Out came out, do you remember when Cash Carleone and Lil Ray was at the house and you and TK walked in? Okay, see? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that them niggas was strapped up?
I ain't know that.
Them niggas was strapped up, was finna force me to sign a work for hire sheet.
I ain't.
But
I ain't
y'all explained.
You remember
the
when we
work for-
said something to Lil Rel? Who we say something to? We said something to somebody. I remember that. that. We spoke up. We said something.
No, because like my sister always told me don't sign a contract.
Right.
And they brought a work for hire sheet up there, like to give the beat the rights to Wild Out.
Right.
Cause you know he was working with Booby and Cash Carleone.
I remember
and all
that. I remember
So
that.
they was up there. Them niggas got guns and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They didn't know, but they didn't pull them out.
Right.
Yeah.
But they had them. And they was finna force me to sign the paper. I wasn't going.
Right.
TKI came up there. They was like, nah, man, work for her. It's just this, giving them the rights for this. He paid for this. You know, they explained it.
We
Explained it to
already
you.
knew
They-
that.
but
We already
y'all,
knew that.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, we already knew
They
They
that.
knew the
explained
boss
to me.
players. They knew the business.
Yeah, we knew the
Yeah,
business.
they
We
did.
kids at the time.
Right, we
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we knew
So
the
I'm
business.
thinking, I'm not finna sign my life.
Because you was, if you would have did that, you signing over all that publishing
right.
to
but
that
see,
beat.
I
You know
didn't,
what I'm saying?
I did.
Yeah.
I signed the paper, this and that, but them niggas came forceful, like, nigga, you gonna sign this.
And that's the thing about the music industry. Like, you might not be a goon, but you gotta have them dudes that'll lay the smack down.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
And I always respected y'all, like, for sake, cause that could have went way left.
But we some all important niggas. Like, we, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I
Like,
know, but when y'all came up though, it wasn't like we was cool though.
Right.
That was the time, like, nigga, you made the Wild Out be like I said, him and TK used to always find the source
Yeah.
and go at it. Like, they don't care who is,
Right.
go at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they came up there in that standpoint of trying to find the source of who made this fucking beat, because they feel like it's finna be a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who made this beat?
Yeah.
And they came up there and, you know what I'm saying, they gave that game to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Lil Rel now. I was cool with Cash before he passed away, you know what I'm saying? R.P. to Cash Corleone.
You know, we
R.P.
had Cash Corleone on the Boss Player album. We did a song with him.
Yeah.
We had him featured on.
Yeah.
We couldn't. I don't know why we didn't get Lil Rel. I
The
actually
real one wasn't popping like then.
I thought he came before us. He came after us.
He came after
He
you.
came after us. Okay, yeah. Because I remember I wanted to work with Lil Rel actually.
But see, after that, after the Wild Out saga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's when you went solo
yeah.
and you started working more with producers by yourself.
Right.
Not with
right.
TK. And TK was messing with other producers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On that tip. But I was just like, man, I told them this story the other day. And I was like, man, yeah, they could have went a lot left. It could have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't finna sign them fucking papers.
All because of a misunderstanding. You didn't really know what they was asking
Right.
you to sign.
And-
He did say y'all came in and explained everything
Right.
and gave him the
Right.
game. And
Yeah.
he felt more comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing
Yeah.
what he
Yeah.
wanted
And plus,
to do.
they knew they was street niggas, so you know what I'm saying. It was one of them things where it ain't finna pop out.
Nah, we ain't gonna let no shit.
But back then it was like, I know you didn't know what was going on because y'all
Right.
coming in like, man, we trying to see who this producer is on Wild Out.
Yeah.
You know, that's the energy y'all
Yeah.
gave when they left. We just started talking business on that
Right,
end. But
right.
man, that was just the story. Like,
That's crazy.
That's-
because in the midst of that going on, I didn't know.
right? You didn't be like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, hey, nigga, this. You know what I'm saying?
Just think about it like, I'm not saying it like, but like, let's just say y'all came 30 minutes later. You probably
Right.
would have walked like, hey man, what is nigga at, man? I'm in there laying on the floor. But, you know, I'm glad it went right. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Being real, though, and I'm cool with Lil Real now.
Should've
You know what I'm saying? It would have been
the
all
five
misunderstanding.
heartbeats, big red. So they would have held you over the back of him.
Hey, we done walked in there like, damn, cool, bro.
Hey, they would hold that nigga over the back and
It's
like
funny
big
how
red.
it's funny how things work out, man.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
always look at that story,
So
but
you said we saved your ass. Huh?
I'm
That's
not,
what he said.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
That's what
I
he
am.
told it. That's what he said.
because
That's
he
what he
didn't
said, bro.
understand.
Yeah.
That's what he said,
Yeah,
bro.
really.
Think about it.
You know-
It's because you didn't understand.
And it was just timing.
The crazy part about life is, man, like you can play integral part of somebody's story.
It's
and
crazy
not
how that
even
shit
know
play
it.
out. Yeah, it's
You
crazy
don't
how that
even
shit
know
play
it.
out.
You
But
know what I'm saying?
that's why I feel like you have to give your flowers and show the appreciation. Like, I'm glad I was able to tell you that face to face, not even over the phone.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Tell
right.
you that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, we would have had your back.
I know.
You know
'Cause-
that, man.
I know, because TK, you know my brother and them.
Yeah, yeah.
All them Southside niggas, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And let me say this, though. Southside niggas stick together
You ain't never.
when it's against somebody else.
Back, hey,
Somebody
you
else.
got correction.
Okay.
Old school Southside.
Yeah.
niggas.
Me and my homeboy, we talk about this shit at work.
Yeah.
We talk about this shit at work where the old niggas from Southside
Yeah.
always ready to stump somebody else. out.
Always.
Always ready.
You know how we grew up in that, like in the 80s, growing up in Alton Park projects, man. It was always Alton Park against everybody.
It damn sure seemed like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
It did used to be like that.
Like
Yeah.
back in the day before the Crips and Bloods, all the gang shit,
Uh-huh.
it was just Alton Park projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like we were by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause see,
So-
I came up east side, but all my people were from south side.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
people from the South.
though. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
But
so
Or
it
South
was-
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I grew up in Alton Park in the era where, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s where it was just like, if you want Alton Park projects,
yeah.
it's
Don't even
nothing.
do it.
You know what I'm saying? So we always stuck together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna get down, you know, it don't matter who it is, you know. But shit done changed now.
I want to say this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a person of integrity.
Right.
You've always been big on that, man, and I kind of took that. You know what I'm saying? Man, who inspired you on that end of being like on your way, on your look of life? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, who inspired you to get in them books, and who inspired you to think another way when everybody that you lived around was going that way?
That story crazy, man. It's crazy.
It ain't one person.
It's crazy, man, because like, okay, I grew up in Alton Park projects in the crack era, right?
Right.
So I used to look up to the guy named Skipper Everhart. And he was a nigga in the hood that would get money. and he had Mercedes Benz and doing his thing. That's who I looked up to. I laid my whole blueprint off of that guy.
That's still out there.
I'm sure he is. I ain't been out there in years.
Yeah, that's he.
That's who I used to. I'm
that.
saying that, like, okay, we got to go back. We got to go back to the 80s.
Yeah.
Going back to the 80s when I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
That's the hardest era ever.
Right.
Hey.
I was in Alcor Projects in
1981.
the
I
80s.
came up in the 80s.
So I used to idolize this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of all the people in my hood, I used to look at this dude, and he opened a store in the hood and let me work there.
Damn.
So now I'm up and close and personal with this guy as a kid, and I'm just studying style. Like, I'm 48 years old now, and that's still my blueprint. I drive Mercedes Benz because of that guy to this day.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But that was on some hood shit.
Yeah.
Now, how I got into the books, my mama was fucking with this nigga, and we moved out of the projects by then. I'm probably about 16 years old. And this dude brought you know them papers the Muslims used to sell to find a call.
Yeah.
He brought one of them home because I think I don't know where he got it from, but he brought it home and laid it on the table, and I opened it up and read it, and I was like, damn, you know, it's interesting.
It's different shit.
Right. So I read the Find a Call newspaper and learned about Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. And then that led me to Malcolm X. Once I this back in the day now.
Yeah.
We had to go to the library to get books.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I read the Find a Call. I got on the Carter bus and went downtown.
To the
Yeah.
library. Oh, shit.
I checked out the autobiography of Malcolm X, and from there it was a wrap. My whole life was spent trying to gain knowledge from that point. So
That's what's up.
basically, a crackhead that my mama was dating
Put you on.
had a profound impact on my life as far as knowledge without knowing it.
Yeah.
Because
he just set that shit
he
on the
just
table.
laid it on the table.
Not only take in knowledge, you give out a lot of knowledge.
Yeah,
man.
because think about it, Coop. Okay, I turn you on to Pretty Ken, right?
Yeah.
Pretty Ken would have put you on, and then you become Kanye West of the South.
Right.
Nigga, I could call Coop. That's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just
Like,
bigging up your people.
Yeah. I don't care, Coop. If I can be right here with my little 7 tractor trailers running my trucking business, and Coop is a multi-million-dollar producer.
Yeah.
I don't care about the money. I'm straight over here.
You can
This
touch
my guy.
Yeah, you can touch
I can
him.
pick
Yeah,
up the phone. Coop, what up, nigga? Where you at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Al, I'm finna be in this part up here. Come holler. All right, bam. It's just the experience and seeing Coop being the little nigga with the little machine making beats to making beats for some of the most famous people in the industry.
Yeah.
This my guy.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I want to see him win?
Yeah.
If I'm in the street game and okay, I'm on bricks, I'm on pound, whatever I'm on. If I can't take advantage of that plug and my guy got the money to take advantage of that plug, why am I hold it? Why am I hold it? Let him get it. Cause when it's my turn, let's tap in. That's
one
how
thing
I think.
Back in the day, I don't know if he remembers this, but back in the day, I used to tell this nigga this shit all the time. Bro, your success is my success. I used to tell that nigga
You
that
talk
shit
about
all the
TK,
time.
right? You know TK had a lot of nice cars, right?
Yeah.
TK would give money way before me. Every time nigga got a nice car, that's our car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man, that junk hard. You know what I'm saying? But
Everybody
the
don't
funny
be on
part
that.
about it, everybody don't celebrate your
They
success.
don't.
That's true.
They
You know
don't.
what I'm saying?
They don't.
That's
you
true.
you can celebrate their success, but they not gonna celebrate your
I
success.
That's
think
true, though.
That's
You know
why
what
the
I'm saying?
older you get, a lot of people's circle gets smaller.
It gets smaller. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It get real smaller.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
but yeah.
You have to. I think that's what's missing with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we on some shit where I want to be the only one winning, and y'all niggas ain't. We flashing watches and cars. That's material stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I got 20 million, man, I'm finna put you up on millions and you on millions, you on millions, cause one of us gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We human. We gonna fuck up. We gonna fuck up the money. We gonna fumble the bag. And when we do, guess what? I can call you. If you worth 20, you worth 20, you worth 20. I can at least get $1 million from you, $1 million from you, and $1 million from you, and I'm back in the game.
Get back right. Yep.
Yeah.
Why the hell I want to be the only nigga on? Then I fall off. Then we all back.
Yeah.
To square one.
I think what happens is envy, jealousy, all that type of stuff intervene in a person's mind frame, and when they get up, when they up, they don't see the man, he helped me. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that when they up.
Right.
But when you fall down, that's when they start seeing, damn, he had my back. And I think with me, I don't give a damn about money. So, like, my integrity is so high. Like, integrity to me means a lot.
That's everything. Integrity is everything.
That's what makes everybody here a man. That's what make everybody here a man, and I look up to him for that. Yeah. Like Ken, take care of his family, this and that. He ain't never told me to do nothing wrong.
That's priceless though.
Right.
That's
Reggie,
priceless.
same way.
That's priceless.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why they here today.
You can't buy that.
Right. You
can't buy that.
That's
$1 million won't buy that.
That's when they come up here, man. Nah, man, y'all good, man. Let's drink, let's conversate, have this good conversation, man. I love
you know
them.
what? I wish I had more guys in my circle like that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not like that. Sometimes you'll find yourself by yourself.
Yeah, you got to move on.
And the mission is on you.
Yeah.
The mission is on you. You start with 20, 30 niggas, and then it'll just start falling back, and then you'll be like, damn, it's just two of us. You know what I'm saying? And it, like guys you would kill for used to spend a night at this guy's house, and y'all was brothers.
Yeah.
Now y'all will kill each other. Y'all don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what it turned out to be.
That's why I had turned out like that
because you have that integrity. But they wouldn't. I guarantee you, from the beginning, they wouldn't kill for you.
No.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
But you didn't know that. You didn't know to do that for them.
Because
you think everybody like you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like one thing, I learned from Boosie. Boosie said this: like, don't get aggravated because you have to realize everybody don't feel the same way you do. Don't take the things you do.
But you don't know that shit in the beginning.
You don't.
And that's the crazy part. Like, I'm not a religious guy. Like, I don't like. In my quest for knowledge, I went from Christianity to Islam to Buddhism to nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in a supreme power.
Right.
And I'm like, why is it? The only thing I question about that is, why is it we learn this stuff too little too late? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it when it don't matter no more.
See, with me,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that part about life.
Me and him had a conversation, man, one day when you came up here. And my whole thing of life is just from observing what I've went through.
Right.
My whole thing was to study yourself. Because I would put myself in situations,
right, and
I'm like, man, I knew that was wrong, or I knew I was fucking up.
But you didn't have the wisdom.
Right. So I taught myself. So then Ken come up here. He been reading books. He been on like a knowledge quest. And he was like, that's the same thing. The Muslim, I don't know. But that's the same thing he was saying.
Right.
But he said it a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you got to study yourself, man.
Knowledge yourself.
Yeah. You got to study yourself to know how to counteract with this crazy ass life and these crazy ass people on this earth.
It's like with life, it'll give you the test first and the lesson after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? You know what the problem is?
Damn, that makes sense.
You know what the problem is?
What's that?
It give you that test, right?
Right.
And you say it give you the knowledge after.
Right.
These motherfuckers don't get the knowledge. They just keep going through the test.
You talking about the new generation, right? They more crash dummies, but you gotta understand they up against a lot more than we were. Because we weren't privy to all this knowledge,
right,
and this information and this freedom.
Yeah.
We were more structured.
Yeah.
Not saying we were better, but we were more structured. We weren't privy to all this technology and you know what I'm saying, information.
More ethics. We was more sociable.
That too.
Like that going outside, and I remember Reggie saying going outside and like.
You remember back when we were growing up?
I was doing shit at 12 and 13 that I wasn't supposed to be doing because of my older cousins
Right.
and uncles. And
Right.
But keep it. You can keep it.
But at the
basic,
same
though.
time, it was good though because
It's teaching you.
I had them learning experiences.
that's what
at
made
an
you a
early
man,
age.
right?
Yeah, in an
That's what
early
made you a
age,
man.
I had them learning
Right.
experiences.
Right.
But at the same time, I heard what all y'all said, and I'm just thinking about myself. I ain't speaking for y'all. I'm speaking about myself. It's a lot of gems that I did get, and I didn't fucking listen.
That's all
That
of
goes
it.
back to what Al
everybody.
said.
That's
You learned it a little too late.
Look,
And but now as my mature adult self,
Right.
I be thinking about that shit like.
And
Why
then
the
the next
fuck I ain't-
generation gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
They not gonna just soak up the game. Like I got a son
I got
that
a lot
almost
of
30
gems.
years old. I got a son 28. I tell him stuff. I drop game on them. You know what I'm saying? They listen to some of the stuff they don't.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff won't sink in till they in their 40s. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
That's just how it works.
The younger
That's true.
generation
Like-
got to see it.
But hopefully they come back to you like I came back to my pops. Hey man, I'm sorry, bro. Nah, for real, man. I had apologized to my pops, man.
Yeah.
That nigga used to from day one. That
Right.
nigga was dropping gems,
Right.
man.
I would drop a jail cut.
And I was like,
think about it like
man.
this. Okay.
Nigga, well, you know you young, you waving that nigga off like he ain't talking about nothing.
That's how children do, cause like them kids don't understand what came before them.
Right.
They don't understand that no matter how much you tell it to them. Like
Yeah.
when
Or
we was,
they don't respect it.
they don't. But
Yeah.
this the thing. Like okay, Pops came from one of the most impoverished neighborhoods in Chattanooga, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm in Alton Park Projects in the 80s at the height of the crack era. I seen the neighborhood go from being family to people mamas sucking dick for rocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen this with my own eyes. I seen my daddy go from being the hero to being a geek monster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was
Like
a hard ass.
I
era,
seen
man.
this with my
Yeah.
own eyes. You know what I'm saying? So all these lessons that we had to experience, we try to pass that on to these kids and say, hey man, this, that, and the third. They not gonna soak that up because it wasn't their experience.
They got to
Yeah.
see
It was
it.
ours. They gotta
see
go
it.
out here and bump their heads. You know what I'm
Experience it,
saying?
yeah.
But you know, that's what's crazy though to me. Like everybody, I've had some experiences with younger people, and I tell them something, right, and they'll tell me, I gotta go through it myself.
Yeah.
I gotta experience myself, and I'd be like, okay, so do you want to experience, I don't know, Jim Crow?
But that go back to what your grandma used to say, a hard head make a sour behind.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, somebody already went through it for
Yeah,
me, so
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to go
yeah,
through it.
But certain people, like, I'm one of those people where I can learn, oh, Ken told me this happened.
Right.
I'm not finna let
Or
that-
you can
know what I'm
see-
saying?
hey,
I can learn from that.
Or you can say, hey, Ken went through that shit and that shit
exactly.
was fucked up.
Ken
That's the
went through
point.
it.
I
That's
ain't
why I would
doing that
ask.
shit.
When I was
I
talking
always
to them
been
young
that type of
folks.
person.
That's why I would ask them, do you want to experience Jim Crow? You want a dog to bite your ass? You want to experience that type of shit?
They not
Somebody
gonna
already went
experience
through
that.
it.
They not
They ain't gonna experience that. That's
but-
that time over with. But just the lessons of watch your friends,
Yeah.
save your money, don't get caught up in women, and you know what I'm saying, because it's easy to, you know, you get your first little piece of coochie or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you get caught up in a woman, then you get on some sucker shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to listen to that. They want to go through it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
the crazy thing, though. Like, why would I sit here and think that I'm the first one experiencing a situation that nobody else
But
around me?
That shit be
has?
repetitive.
They do.
But it play out because your son
right.
and I really I feel like I'm blessed and I appreciate that I was able to stand in front of my pops and be like, hey man, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
That shit you know, and I hope that your sons are blessed to
they
stand in
do
front
it.
of
They
you.
good.
And,
They
you know
good.
what I'm
You
saying?
know
Be
what I'm
like,
saying?
hey
Yeah.
pops, man, hey,
Yeah.
you was right, man.
Yeah, they good,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
They listen for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody gonna bump their head. Life is about trial and error. At
That's
the
true.
End of the day. Even me as a promoter, you know what I'm saying? I had a more experience. Matter of fact, King George, is King George and Poker Bear, they manager. I mean not manager, but promoter guy who do all their shows. I call him every now and then. You know, he drop game on me about this music business thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit I could have avoided had I listened to a more experienced promoter. Even D. Scott.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I listened to the more experienced promoters,
But I'm like, even with all the knowledge that I have, you know what I'm saying, I'm still naive to certain things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, they don't see what I see.
But you gotta learn on your own. It's your own world.
But unfortunately, with the promotions business, when you learn, it costs thousands.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands.
That's the bigger the risk, the bigger the win.
But sometimes it's not a win. Like with Bobby V and Pleasure P, that wasn't a win.
Yeah.
Because I had somebody that told me to go another route. See, that show was supposed to be Jagged Edge. But what happened was Labor Day, the two busiest days of the entertainment business, the two busiest weekends of the entertainment business is Valentine's Day and Labor Day weekend. Those are the two busiest weekends in the music industry.
Damn.
So when you book an act, you gotta book them 6 months in advance. If you know you want to do a show on those 2 weekends, you gotta at least get them 6 months to a year in advance, right?
Majority of the people gonna be booked on those 2 days.
So I didn't know that. So I'm trying to put a show together for Labor Day weekend. And I'm like, I want to bring Jagged Edge to Chattanooga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to put that play in motion. I get in touch with the necessary people. And they like, man, we can come through on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, nah, I don't trust Chattanooga on no weekday. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go to work and we ain't taking off.
Yeah, I don't trust
Damn sure
that.
working time.
We ain't taking off on no
We
damn
can do
weekday.
that. We can do that in the A. You know what I'm saying? On a weekday.
Something going on every day.
Right. But Chattanooga, it's a bedroom town. You know, motherfuckers sleep by 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tuesday night, I'm at the house.
Yeah,
Don't even text me after 10.
So with that Bobby V and Pleasure P show, I was trying to do Jagged Edge originally. So they wouldn't come through until a weekday, which is cheaper to book shows on a weekday too. So I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, you don't know to play out.
Yeah, so
Too risky.
it's extremely risky. So I'm like, man, what that nigga Lord doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm trying to find somebody because I'm gung ho. I want to do this show on this weekend, you know?
Yeah.
And we reached out to Lord people, you know what I'm saying? And a couple more people. And I'm just like, man, I got to do a show. Instead of just falling back, you know what I'm saying? That's what I should have did. I couldn't get Jagged Edge on that weekend I wanted them. Yeah. I should have just fell the fuck back and just said, you know what? I put this show on a weekend that I can get them. Yeah. But I'm in a rush to do this show. You know, I had a person in my ear like, I'll fall back. Just wait, you know what I'm saying?
Be patient.
Be patient and wait. You know what I'm saying? And I was about to say his name. I ain't gonna say his name. This famous singer's road manager that I've dealt with in the past was like, why don't you just put who's that? Damn, I want to call Tank. My bad, Tank. So
Tank straight though.
I was trying to get Jagged Edge. So he was like, why don't you book Tank, man? Tank's 60,000. But he gonna do the show for 27.5, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but it was a catch. He gonna do 3 songs and host.
Damn. Damn.
So I'm like,
27.
I ain't want to do my city like that.
Right. But look here,
They would have been like that nigga. They would have been like that nigga came and ain't did.
I know. That'll make a bad name for the promoter.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, man, how the hell I'm gonna explain to Chattanooga that this dude finna do 3 songs?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So a singer that I worked with in the past, his road manager said, man, you gonna spend 27 on Tank. You might well just get Bobby V 10 and get Pleasure 14, and then you got 2 singers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I shouldn't have listened to that though. I should have stuck to my guns. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about Tank. I said, nah, I'm gonna do Tank. Cause I said, this the way I get them. I just tell them I'm doing an all-white party hosted by Tank. And then when he do the 3 songs, they wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's smart.
That was a little something extra.
Hey, that's smart though.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it like that. Then I call Tank people. They like, yeah, I already booked in Chicago. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you know, man, sometimes you gotta go with your instinct. You can't listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is with this shit, man.
All right, saying that, man, we finna get into this.
Emotion time. Read all about it.
Al from Alcor Entertainment, aka Tricky Slim. I'm gonna keep saying that.
You keep
shit.
calling me
I'm
Tricky Slim.
keep
I ain't no
on.
rapper no more.
Shout out to
I'm gonna keep
Alcor,
saying
man.
Tricky Slim.
Alcor
Alcor Entertainment.
Shout out to Alcor
One
ENT.
had, shout out
man.
to Corey,
I'm
man.
going by my government name.
Hey, Alvin Williams. Hey, Alvin
Professional
Williams.
now.
Any shout outs? What's going on? What you want to tell the people? Like,
Man,
what you
shout
got
out
going
to
on?
y'all
Appreciate
with this
that.
podcast,
Appreciate
man.
that, man.
man.
Appreciate it.
And
homie.
shout out to everybody in my hometown that's trying to do their thing, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Got anything you want to promote as far as, you know,
Just support
anything
everybody.
coming up soon?
I'm promoting that. Support anybody that got something going on in Chattanooga right now. I'm still being wishy-washy as far as the show.
We good.
I don't know
man.
who to bring to the city right now because, like I said, you know, every time you do these shows, you putting up $20, $30, $40,
big risk.
$50,000.
Yeah, it's a big risk.
So I want to get it right.
Yeah.
I want to
well,
get
as
it
far
right.
as, you know, if somebody want to reach you, what's your, you know, how
I'm
they
on
contact
Facebook.
you?
I'm on Facebook, Alvin Williams. I'm on Facebook. Reach out to me. You want to give me some suggestions as to who you would like to see or anything, man. Just want to holler at me, man. Just holler at me on Facebook, man.
Man, I always been that person where real, you can come to him anytime and just talk about whatever you got going on. He'll have some type of input on, you know what I'm saying, on what you got going on. And he always been like that for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of my big brothers, that's why I say he my OG. I don't got a lot of OGs.
Hey, this been a dope ass pod, man.
Hey, he had
done
that-
dropped some gems. He done told some great
Man.
ass stories, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
And let us
when
know
I-
some shit that we didn't know was
Right.
going on behind
man,
those scenes.
that's what I'm saying.
When I reached out,
I learned some shit
nigga,
today.
just tell me when, nigga. When to pull up. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm
I
gonna pull up
respect
for
that.
Coop, man. I'm
Hey,
gonna pull up
that-
for
Yeah,
Coop.
That's
hey,
love
man,
right there,
that's
man.
real
Hey,
love,
man.
man.
Hey,
I respect
and we
that,
appreciate
bruh.
that, man.
I appreciate your time. I appreciate the gems you done gave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The stories you done gave.
Right.
You ain't have to let these people know that. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that from you.
It's a lot of shit
I always
they
been
still
my
don't
OG.
know shit.
Yeah, but hey, this ain't the last time
Yeah.
they gonna
No,
see you on here, bro.
Part
You my big brother, man. This ain't the last time.
Hey man, you definitely got to pull back up, man.
Yeah, when you got a
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
you
we
come
gotta
back
pull
on
it
here
back
and
up,
promote
man.
the show, whatever you got going
Definitely
on.
that, bro.
Yeah.
I see y'all boys
And we
probably
gonna
around
support.
the end of the year, man.
Yeah, we
I'm
gonna
trying to put at least one show on the book for the year because I ain't did nothing this year. I'm gonna try to put at least one show on the books for the year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come back through and holler at y'all.
I got your back.
And we
bro.
coming to
I'm
the
off.
show.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm off. I'm coming.
Let-
Nah, fuck that. I'm taking off, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
that.
come to the show regardless.
Yeah, I'm taking off now.
Yeah.
Let us know, man. We'll definitely, you know, put you
No
out
doubt,
there.
man.
You know
No
what I'm
doubt,
saying? You
man.
got something going on. We definitely gonna promote you
Yeah,
on
most
here.
Appreciate
definitely.
y'all, man.
Most definitely, man.
Appreciate
You
y'all.
came on and blessed us, man, and we appreciate it. So we got your back, bro.
T-shirt, anything we can do the brand on here,
I got
man.
the
Commercial.
I got the I'm motivated
Yeah,
T-shirt,
most definitely.
and I got it in red and white.
Ah, that all part.
Oh, boy.
Southside type shit.
Yeah, Southside
Got it in
shit.
red and white, bro.
Hey. Man,
appreciate
most
this,
definitely,
man.
man. We got love for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
He told us to get on this Patron.
Get on
I got
the
a whole
Patron.
nother
Yeah, I'm on
bottle,
that Patron
a small
today.
bottle in the freezer now, man. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. We're gonna decide what we finna do. It's
Party time.
the night is young.
It's party
The night
time.
is young.
Yeah.
What we finna
But-
do, man?
Hey man, we ain't gonna say it on air, man.
Okay, hey. We'll discuss that off pod.
Yeah, man. But once again, I want to appreciate everybody out there looking. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Man, word of mouth is one of the biggest promotions. Tell everybody about it. You know what I'm saying?
Comment
You
too. Comment as
yeah,
well.
comment. We bringing real guests on here that's really doing something. We bigging up our people. You know what I'm saying? We bigging up the people that deserve it, bro. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Who doing big shit, who got something to say.
And y'all going nationwide.
And
y'all going nationwide.
Yeah,
y'all going
we
nationwide.
Y'all
going nationwide.
Man, appreciate the people at my job, man. They been tuning in. They love what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
My spirit, man.
Hey, all I'm gonna say, hey, I got a fear of success, Al, but I'm overgaining it, and
We gonna fix that.
Definitely. you always been like that,
We
but
gonna fix that.
but we gonna overcome it, and we doing big things. We got some big artists, like major artists come. Like I ain't gonna put it out there, but
don't give them too much.
Yeah,
Don't
we got
give
some
them too
major
much.
artists that's, you know what I'm saying, giving us some good prices to come through, and we finna do our thing, man.
And shout out to my homeboy, my best friend, you know what I'm saying, my partner, Corey Thomas.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I ain't do
Shout
all
out,
this by
man.
myself.
Shout out.
Oh yeah.
Me and Corey still stumping hard,
Big
trying to
shout
put
out
it
to
down
him.
for our hometown.
Yeah.
So
I like what y'all
Absolutely.
doing, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What y'all doing is trying to bring something entertaining to the mature crowd. People don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, the young niggas is now old niggas.
but tell them we looking out for our people.
You looking out for the
We
people,
looking out for
right?
our people.
Yeah. And you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They taking these big risks, bringing these shows back to Chat. Y'all know how Chat is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he call it wishy-washy. But you know how what Chat like is what Chat like, and what they don't
We
like
gotta
is what
work
they
through
don't.
all the jankiness.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey,
Trust,
Chat-
you gotta
Chat,
build
man,
trust
hey.
with promoters and stuff.
Chat, y'all get out and support, man. Hey, these men out here putting in hard work, man.
And
Come out and
don't-
support
and a lot
them,
of
man.
money.
Don't
Yeah.
don't only support Alcor Entertainment. Support
everybody,
Support
man.
Tangeray.
Oh, yeah.
The
Support
Dream.
Tangeray, the
Man,
Dream.
Support Tony
Shout out
Boston.
Tangeray,
Support
Dream, Tony Boston.
every promoter in the city that's doing their thing.
Shout out to everybody.
Even the
man.
ones that hate on me, support them too. Show them love. Okay?
They looking at this competition. Y'all came in and y'all bigged up on them. So you know,
There ain't
what I'm
no
saying?
competition.
That's what they
We
think.
all brothers in Chattanooga.
Yeah,
It's
we
enough
are.
money for everybody.
It
We all
is.
from the same
It is.
city, same
Yeah.
soil. You know what I'm saying? But support all the podcasts.
Yeah,
You
please
know,
do.
I'm Motivated, Ain't You? And all your other favorite podcasts. Support all the promoters, because guess what? It's enough support to go around for
It is.
everybody.
Uh-huh.
Support everybody.
Stay out your feelings
I
about
ain't mean
shit.
to take over.
No, you good.
Oh, hell no.
That's what you do. That's what you on here for.
That's why you the OG.
Yeah, that's why you the OG.
Yeah, man. Drop them gems,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
why you
yeah,
the OG,
yeah.
bro.
You can watch I'm Motivated, Ain't You? And your other favorite podcast, whatever that may be. You
And
can
it's
watch
okay.
them all,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
We big up everybody on here, man. We
Yeah.
giving shout outs to everybody. That's why we set this
And
time
purchase
across.
the merch if they put it up for sale. I got my Alton Park version.
Southside.
I'm Motivated,
I'm
Ain't
motivated, ain't
You?
you?
In the red and white.
So now my brother finna call me. Hey man, I want a shirt, man. I ain't know you had it in
All
red.
them OG
I
Southside
know you had it in
Nah,
red.
hey,
When they
ain't-
start selling this merch, make sure you purchase this merch.
I
hey.
know it was in red.
man, I ain't even from outside, and I told that nigga, damn, man, why you didn't get me one in red? Nigga,
Hey,
I'm almost 50 and I'm
the
still
same
representing
My brother the same way.
hood.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Yep. But support the podcast, man. These some great guys, some positive guys with integrity that's doing their
Thank you.
thing. And hey,
Appreciate
man,
that, man.
it's enough
Appreciate
room
that,
for
man.
all of us to win.
It is,
Definitely
man.
is,
And that's the
bro.
message we're trying to get out there.
Yeah.
Plus, study yourself. And Ken always give a message. Be prosperous.
Be peaceful, be positive, and you'll be prosperous.
Right, there
It's
you
that
go.
simple. Hell, I'm motivated, ain't you?
Ain't you?
Can I add to your stuff?
Go
Please
ahead,
do.
Go ahead.
Stay away from the janky shit.
Stay away from the janky shit.
It's hard. It's hard in this world now.
that janky shit out your
It's
life,
hard,
man.
but hey, that's the challenge.
That's
That's the challenge, man. Cause these motherfuckers are some actors, bro. They'll act. They have a facade like they'll kill over you.
Got
Yeah.
that clown wig with the red nose on.
if you keep it real and stay away from the janky shit, you never have to pretend.
Right. That's
True. Never have to pretend.
That's why I'm here with my real brothers now, man. We do this shit. I don't have no worries. Hey, we doing this shit. We up like we giving props to those who doing great shit.
Right.
That's one of the main reasons that I made we came up with the podcast.
Right.
And just thank God that we built this connection right here so we can put a message out there. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And keep keep spreading that message.
And
bro.
that's all it is.
And then when you get the haters, you get people that's talking crazy or whatever.
Ignore them.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Hate come with the plate.
Yeah, it do.
Hate come with the
Definitely
plate,
It do. My cousin told me that.
Yeah, hate come with the plate, man. Keep going. And that's to everybody watching this podcast, where you trying to go to school, be a doctor, nurse, you trying to get in the street, trying to start a trucking business, trying to get it with the pound, whatever you trying to do, hate come with the plate. Don't let that distract you. Keep moving forward.
And I say this, man.
That's what's up.
Before you do like what you want to do, read on it, study on it, and be strategic. Plan that shit out, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people they'll try to jump into some. Man, I ain't get the support I want. No, you got to plan that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't easy.
Timing is the word.
Timing is big, bro. Especially in entertainment.
Yeah.
Timing is everything almost. But just plan this shit out, man. People will support. Chattanooga will support. This man done said, man, he brought Life Jennings. They came out.
Sold it out.
You know what I'm saying? People will support. He done had love from Chat at his shows.
Yeah, more than one.
He's not disrespecting Chat
More than one.
at all. They will support.
Chattanooga will come out,
Yeah.
but and are we at the end of this podcast? I want to say something.
Go ahead.
This the thing about entrepreneurs in Chattanooga. Whether you selling shows, selling shirts, selling shoes, whatever you selling, make sure you selling something that the consumers want to buy.
Right.
You go and get some seashells and paint them red and be like, damn,
Man,
want
they
to
ain't
support.
supporting me, man.
Man, they don't want that shit.
Ain't no damn beach around here. Ain't no
They
damn
don't want
beach.
that shit.
Nigga do not want no red
They don't want that shit. They don't want no seashells.
Take your ass to a beach.
Make sure that whatever it is you doing,
Yeah.
it's a demand for it.
Gotta study
It's a
it. Yeah.
demand for it. It ain't that Chattanooga is hating.
Right.
You can go to Atlanta and try to sell that shit. I want that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure whatever you're doing, people are into what you're doing.
Supply and demand,
whether
man.
it's a product or a service, make sure it's something that has a demand for it.
And to add to that, like, don't be scared to go to plan B. Like, a lot of people do plan A and it didn't work. Think about what you did. Think about how the feedback, all that. That's why I appreciate all the feedback that I get,
Negative or positive.
negative or positive. I appreciate it.
Constructive criticism
Yeah.
is one of the main things that'll help you go to the next level.
Right, and
But
I
you gotta
learned-
be willing to listen to
I
that.
learned that through growth,
Yeah.
through maturity. I learned that.
People told
You know
us
what I'm saying?
that doing shows and
Yeah.
stuff. Man, we want to see this person, that person, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, okay, we gotta listen.
Yeah.
The customer in business, the customer is always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here with Alvin Williams, one half of Alcor Entertainment. My nigga, aka Tricky Slim. Tricky Slim, nigga. But we gonna do it like this, man. We appreciate you coming through, like I said, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Glad to drink with you, conversate with you,
Right.
get these gems to these people, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming over here. I know it's a long ride.
Yeah.
It's a lengthy ride.
You got love here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got love here, bro. Man, I just appreciate it, man, so much.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, I'm Motivated Ain't You podcast episode 4.
Let's get it.
Alvin Williams, one half of Alcor Entertainment.
Hey.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. We out, man. We out.
Yeah. You like the beats you hear in the background on the podcast? And you shopping for beats? Hit me up at coopthebeatman@gmail.com. CoopDabeatman@gmail.com. I make all type of tracks. I mess with all budgets. Exclusive tracks. Stems available. Hit me up at coopthebeatman@gmail.com. You want to be a special guest on the Unmotivated Ain't You podcast? Hit me up at coopthebeatman@gmail.com. You want to promote something on the Unmotivated Ain't You podcast? Hit me up at coopthebeatman@gmail.com. Once again, CoopDabeatman@gmail.com.